What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with my last NBA preview of the day, and now I got the Miami Heat on deck, I guess, or at bat, technically. Anyway, recap the format I'm going to be doing for this video: 2 X factors, and then 2 key players, and then worst case, best case scenarios, and then the record prediction. So 2 X factors. First one is replacing lost depth. So this is kind of assuming that Chris Bosh is not going to play for that much or play for that long this year. Just going off what he's done the past 2 years, the whole blood clotting issue. I would love to see him play. I mean, he works pretty well alongside Hassan Whiteside, and the Lord knows the Heat could use him at power forward right now, especially after losing Dwayne Wade. And again, losing Dwayne Wade hurts. It's going to hurt bad because Dwayne Wade was actually a healthy, productive player for the Heat last year. He was probably their best player, maybe outside of Hassan Whiteside, but that's debatable even. So my second X factor is strong production from the backcourt. Like I said, if you end up losing Bosh for a large portion of the season, that's about 19 or 20 points per game you're losing. Not to mention the rebounds, the three-point shooting, to some degree the blocks. Not really. He only averages about 1 block per game in his career. But again, you're losing maybe the biggest part of your team. Not to say that their backcourt is bad, but again, the loss of Dwayne Wade's going to hurt very, very badly. And Goran Dragic, he's been good, but I think there's got to be a big step up at the 2. Josh Richardson, I think, will be good this year. They got a little bit of depth at the 2. Dion Waiters was kind of a steal in free agency. I really like that pickup. Nothing else, he can start. And then you also got Wayne Ellington, which we'll see what happens with him. Key players. Let's start with Hassan Whiteside. Re-signed for, I believe it was 4 years, $98 million this offseason. Good re-signing in my book. This is a guy that's an emerging star in the league. Really should not have let him. It was a good job on their part not to let him get away. It's just, he's just too important to the team. You got a rim protector. You got a guy that's triple-double machine. Not triple-double, double-double machine. And, just one of the best shot blockers in the NBA right now. I'm not going to say the team's going to run through him, but again, when you're at the point the Heat are at right now, where you could lose such a good chunk of your team, having a guy that averaged 3.68 blocks per game last year is very, very important. A guy that also averages about 14.25 points and right around 12 rebounds. So big numbers that it's good for them to have back. Second key player is a very important one. It's a name that the Heat fans really want to see step up this year, and that is Justise Winslow. Will he be a superstar after the season? Not in my book. Definitely not in my book. Will he be a star after the season? I don't even know if he'll be that. I think he'll be a very serviceable player this year. Maybe a little bit better than that. I think he will be. I think he'll end up being a very good player in the league. A star, maybe a superstar, probably not. You could have seen that at Duke. He had the potential, but it just didn't look like it was going to happen. It's a little early to say. He's only played 1 year in the league. I don't remember how many started. He didn't start that many. Yeah, started 8 games last year. But again, shooting, he didn't shoot that well. He didn't shoot that well from 3. One thing he did do well was rebounding. What is he, like 6'8" at the 3, 6'7", 6'8". So he's got decent size at the 3. And, you really hope he can develop his game this year. He looked pretty good down the stretch in the playoffs, at least. So their record last year was 48-34. They were a very, very, very good team, really after the All-Star break last year. And that carried over into the playoffs. They gave the Raptors a good series in the second round, but ultimately fell short. My worst case scenario for them is bottom 5 in the East. They're just not as good a team as they were last year. In my mind, it's just the fact. They might be one of the most regressing. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. One of the most regressing teams this year. One of the biggest regressing teams. One of the teams with most regression, however you want to put that. Best case, 4 seed, loss in the second round. If Chris Bosh does come back and play well, which is a possibility, Josh Richardson and Justise Winslow both step up, and this will be a team to be reckoned with in the East. And overall record prediction, I think they're going to go 39-43. Again, something that Heat fans don't want to hear from all the success they've been accustomed to really over the last 5-6 years. It's not something you want to hear, but it's something you might have to experience for a year. I don't think the downtime will be too long, especially with Pat Riley at the helm. I just don't think he's going to let that happen. But also, they lost a lot. Like, if they'd been able to hang on to Dwayne Wade, then maybe that's a playoff team again. That probably is a playoff team again. And if you didn't have the uncertainty about Chris Bosh, but both those things are true. So you got to take this into account. So that'll pretty much do it for this video. Now, like I said, this is probably my last NBA preview of the day. Been giving you guys pretty heavy dosage videos the last few hours, so hope that I can get you guys a good amount of videos today and tomorrow. But anyway, that's pretty much it. See ya.